Is the M in Men in Black now stand for Mary Sue? Mary Sue in Black? Maybe. What's happening, film friends? Dave the Film Junkie here, bringing you a fucking what? What's happening, film friends? Dave the Film Junkie here, bringing you a film review of Men in Black International. Men in Black International, of course, stars Miss Tessa Thompson, Chris Hemsworth. Who else is in there? Liam Neeson. God, why am I Thomas? I don't have it up. The page isn't loading. Emma Thompson, Rebecca Ferguson, which I totally forgot she was in there, and my God, that woman, she can kick my ass any day. And it's directed by F. Gary Gray. That's right. Renowned director. I mean, Friday. Straight Outta Compton. He actually did the Italian Job. I was watching that last night. Great movies. And we'll get to that in a little bit. But yes, Men in Black International is not, well, it's a reboot-ish. Still continues on in the original timeline. But now we're, about 20 years after the first one, pretty much. Yeah, 22 years or whatever. And you got Tessa Thompson's character, Molly, who, is that what her name was? Jesus. Why are the pages not up that I need to be up? Pretty sure, because, she turns to Agent M, and then, she basically has been searching for the Men in Black for the past 20-some-odd years because they came to her house when something happened at her house, and both of her parents got neuralized, but she didn't, so she has been looking for these guys and just trying to find them, and she eventually does and joins in the Men in Black and gets teamed up with, of course, Agent H, Mr. Chris Hemsworth. And he got the hive that is looking for a certain weapon that is something that could fit in the palm of your hand, and yeah. Pretty much every Men in Black story there is. When it comes to the Men in Black and my relationship with it, I always loved the concept. The first movie I love and is a classic and will always be that. I still love it to this day. It's just a movie that I could watch over and over and over again. When it came out, I was a huge fan. I even watched the Saturday morning cartoon that was short-lived that came out. Loved that. Then the sequel came out, and yeah, it's like, okay, there's some good parts, but holy crap. And then the third one came out, and it was actually better in my eyes because I just found Josh Brolin doing a Tommy Lee Jones impression. I just loved that. But it just kept getting more and more kooky and out there, and just, The first one just had this innocence about it, I guess you could say. And now we got International, and you're hoping that, we got F. Gary Gray, maybe a different voice, and it's going to be something different, but no. So naturally, I did not really think Men in Black International was that great. It was not that great at all. First off, you got Tessa Thompson, Chris Hemsworth. Their chemistry sucked ass. Some people said it was okay, and sometimes it was, but most of the time I didn't feel it was. Chris Hemsworth is now just going to be that bumbling pretty idiot that is going to be in every one of his movies, because it seems like that's happening lately. It's like, hey, he's pretty, but we're going to make him stupid. And then it's a common thing nowadays as well, in our current state of everything, is the fact that if you have a female and a male duo, you got to make the male look like a fucking idiot, and then the female is super smart and is, well, Mary Sue-ish. Because Tessa Thompson, my gosh, she's been looking for the Men in Black for 20-some-odd years, but she has been really training for a bunch of stuff. I mean, there's a part in here where she's literally scaling up a cliff without equipment. She makes it. A lot of times where she's fighting stuff, and, her hair gets messy, and she gets a little glistening, but that's about it. With Chris Hemsworth, they literally make a Thor joke in here. A Thor joke. And it's stupid. It's really stupid. I cringed. Butthole. F. Gary Gray, you have a signature way of directing. Why is it not showing here? It's not. Because this is just another Men in Black movie. You wouldn't even, who cares? It might as well just be the same people. It's gotten to the point where they just will open up gunfire and do all kinds of crazy shit that they're supposed to keep under wraps in the public, but as long as they have that neuralizer and they just keep on using it, that's fine. Except for, Tommy Lee Jones' character in the first one was always about not discharging weapons in public and keeping the secrecy, but they just don't give a shit anymore, and they just go with technology to cover their tracks, and that's just a cop-out. Can the next person who handles the Men in Black, can you make a story that's about a human being or even maybe an alien species that is trying to expose the Men in Black to the world? Maybe have a story like that. Maybe make it a little bit darker. Maybe make it more, a little X-Files-ish. You can still have the weaponry and the technology, but not make it so fucking kooky where you have all these crazy talking aliens and one that fits in your pocket that's supposed to be a pawn and making all stupid kinds of jokes that just don't land. You can tell I have a lot to say about this, and that's pretty much what I have to say, because you could enjoy it, and, if you enjoyed the other movies and you like this franchise, then you'll enjoy it. You can take the kiddies. They'll probably most likely, definitely enjoy it. I, for one, just was like, nah, it's there, and I don't need to see it again. So, of course, not going to put Men in Black International on the wall. But just, please, the next person, because obviously this one's not going to be a smash hit at the box office, just, I don't know, we're turning it into like a streaming service where you make the Men in Black a little more darker, a little more, I mean, God, for fuck's sake, and this is not even that spoilery. Back when Tessa Thompson's character is a little girl and she sees the agents literally describe what aliens showed up perfectly, like the species and everything. Why? Because they needed to use that later in the movie. Lazy fucking writing. So lazy. So fucking lazy. I couldn't believe it. I was like, oh, I know where that's going to happen. That's going to show up later. And sure enough, it did. At the perfect time. Of course. It was really stupid. Anyways, guys. Yeah, it's not for me. Maybe it's for you. Go take the kiddies. They'll probably enjoy it. Let me know your thoughts about it down below. If you did, in fact, see Men in Black International, hit that like, thumbs up button if you'd be so kind. Subscribe to my channel at thefilmjunkie.com for all my content. Follow me on the sock meds over there, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. DM me, send me a message, it's fine. I try to answer. And then, of course, Patreon if you want to help out the pirate ship and everything you can do, whatever. All right. God. Talk to you later.